Today we will know about few asanas that will help you to manage the levels of thyroid in your body. Thyroid is a very common problem and it occurs mostly as hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism cases are also available. First, we should know what thyroid is. It is a gland that is present in the neck region just below the Adam's apple. And the secretions, if they are less, create problem in the body, and if they are more also, they create an imbalance in the body. We will learn about few asanas that you can include in your daily practice, and they will help you to manage the thyroid levels in your body. Now, stretch your legs out and then lie down on your back. This is Setu Bandhasan or bridge pose. Bring your heels very close to your hips and then gently hold your ankle tightly. Adjust your spine so that it is completely on the mat. Inhale and raise your hips up. Keep raising. Shallow breathing at this moment. Do not hold on your breath at all. Keep breathing shallow. And you will feel that there is a compression in the neck region. The complete pressure is on the thighs. Raise as much as your capacity and then gently release. You can hold the posture for a count of 5 or minimum 10 to 30 seconds depending on your limit. This is the first asana, that is the bridge pose or Setu Bandhasan. It compresses the thyroid and increases the circulation. Once you release, it increases the circulation of blood and energy flow around the thyroid glands. The second asana that we do is Halasana or the plow pose. For that also, lie down on the mat straight. Make sure that your spine is completely touched the mat. Gently raise both your legs at 90 degrees and then slowly raise them up and take them at the back of your head. You can take support of your hands and go as much as you can deep in the asana. If your legs do not touch the other side of the mat, then also fine. Go to your maximum capacity and then hold the position for few seconds. Again, the holding of the posture can be done from 10 to 30 seconds depending on your capacity. Make it intense by giving a underlock and nice stretch. This also compresses the thyroid. If you see the posture, it compresses the neck region and the thyroid glands. Once you gently release the posture, slowly come down, walk your spine gently on the mat so that your spine doesn't get hurt, and then release. Now once you release the posture, again there is a lot of blood circulation in the thyroid region and energy flow, which helps in nourishing the thyroid glands. Now once we have done the compression on the neck region, we need to do a counter pose so that the balance is made. Now for that, we do a counter pose, that is Matsyasana or fish pose. Now first sit in Padmasana, cross your legs. If you can sit comfortably in Padmasana, then fine, or you can take a Sukhasana position also. Initially take a Sukhasana position and then sit. Take the support of your forearms and gently go back. Make sure your spine doesn't get hurt and then hang your head gently down. Try to touch the crown of the head on the mat. Take support of your hands and push it up so that the crown of your head is completely on the mat, and if you see, there is a curve in the spine. The position of the neck is completely stretched. Here your awareness should be on the throat region or the throat chakra. This again stretches the region where the thyroid glands are there and again acts on nourishing the thyroid glands. Regular practice of both the asanas helps in balancing the thyroid secretions in the body. Then slowly release, unfold your legs, make sure that your spine, lower back is completely on the mat. Take side and gently get up. Now in case going into the fish pose or Matsyasana is tough for you or you are unable to do, stretching the neck can also be a option. Now for that, a variation of Matsyasana is sit with elongated legs, cross your legs one on top of the other, take support of your forearm and gently go back. Make sure you do not hurt your spine, and then hang your head down. Even though your crown doesn't touch the mat, that is fine, but if you see the posture, you will see that the throat region is completely extended and it gives the same effect as Matsyasana. Now gently raise your neck and come back to the sitting posture. Unfold your legs and sit comfortably in Vajrasana or Sukhasana. This can be followed by pranayam as a regular practice. If Setubandhasana, Halasana and Matsyasana are done as a regular practice, they give a very positive effect on thyroid.